games like PUBG and Fortnite have recently become very popular. In these games, you are dropped into a large map with a lot of other people, and you have to fight to survive. You fight by gathering weapons, armor, and medicine throughout the map, and try and become the last one standing. The book that inspired this all is the novel Battle Royale by Kyoshin Takami, written in 1999, and later adapted into a film in 2000 by Kenji Fukasaki. In the book, we see 42 different students be abducted and placed into a large island, where they are told to kill each other and become the last one alive. To do this, they are given with a random item, food, and water, and are told to leave one by one and scatter along the island, and then kill each other, with the goal that last one alive wins. This book was originally rejected as an entry into the 1996 Japanese Grand Prix horror novel competition, due to it being too controversial, including scenes of teenagers killing each other and it talking about a lot of controversial topics. This novel would later be praised by Stephen King and has a lot of similarities to Hunger Games.
And if you like the book Hunger Games, I feel like you'd also really enjoy this book, even if it's a little more intense than Hunger Games was. The reason why I chose this book is because it included the topic of Battle Royale, which is one of my favorite video games in the game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And I also have heard a lot of stuff about this book, about it kind of being very gory and also having a pen as a weapon, so it kind of interested me to pick it up for the quarantine.
In the novel Battle Royale, Kyoshin Takami uses the multiple perspectives in a brutal dystopian government experiment to explore ideas on how and when to trust each other.
Looking more into how Kyoshin Takami writes his book it's kind of hard because this has been translated from Japanese, so it's kind of hard to look at the exact wordplay, and in the end, in a video he says he didn't really try to put too much wordplay in because this is his first and only book. What kind of interests me most about this book is how each character reacts to not being able to trust anybody else, and how each character decides with their actions what to do and how they're going to do it. And since this book was written from multiple points of view, we see a lot of perspective. We see people who are abused when they were growing up. We see people who can't feel emotion. We see people of all the spectrum, and we see how they react to all these different scenarios and different cases where, you know, one person will be chasing another and it gets misinterpreted, or one friend will be killing another and they don't understand why. So it leads to this very interesting book. And in this book, we get a lot of the characters' perspective. We get a lot of background on a lot of characters. And then another thing I like about it is this is very quick. The chapters are very common. You know, you'll have some chapters being a page long and some being, you know, a few pages. And then it's split in 5 nice, easy parts. So it's very, it doesn't feel like you're reading a 600-page book that'll make you get trouble to read through. You're reading a ton of mini-stories, followed with one large plot line, which was very interesting to read, and it made the whole book seem a lot more interesting, and it didn't really get stale at all. I think what Kyoshin Takami is trying to say with all the multiple perspectives and events is that trust is the most important bond, and you need to trust those who earn your trust and don't let them go. And this is best explained the scene with Chie and Noriko at the end, where it's together, Noriko, we'll live together in the sadness. I'll love you with all the madness of my soul. Someday, girl, I don't know when, we're gonna get to that place. We're really ready to go, and we'll walk in the sun. But till then, trample like us, baby, we're born to run. And this really helps explain, like, that no matter what situation we're in, we need to trust each other, and that's the strongest thing. Because throughout the whole novel, and with all the other different cases, it's those who trust each other the most that last the longest. There are a whole bunch of other cases throughout the whole story where people just don't trust each other enough and betray that trust, and they turn out the worst. So I think this is really the important theme of the book. What I learned about myself through the book was that I need to trust others more. You know, sometimes I can be kind of down because, you know, one time they kind of didn't finish up on the project and I had to do more work or something like that, and I just kind of gotta believe in them and trust them more often. I also feel like through this book I kind of realized that, you know, no matter what situation that we're in, I need to be able to build up those bonds with my friends and kind of keep on hanging out with them, keep on making new experiences. Because the more I can trust others, it's gonna lead to a better future.
バトルロワイヤル